All right, Brock, tour continues, man.
Hey, somebody's got to do it, Chris.
Yeah, it's a rough life. This is going to be a really cool spot, though, I think.
Yeah, it looks great. 2Tom's. I mean, but what do we got to do to get a beer here?
We're going to ring for beer.
Hey, what can I get you guys?
Stay tuned. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Brew Tour with HHMtv. Brock and Chris here, and we've got a special guest. This is Tom Carpenter with 2Tom's Brewing. Tom, pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for being here.
Absolutely. So the cool thing about this place, I think, is that it got its start pretty small, right? So we were talking earlier, you said you got your home start, you start with home brewing. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I guess the whole name of 2Tom's really came back about 3 years ago, a little over 3 years ago. My wife gave me a homebrew kit. Had been asking, wanted to kind of get into the hobby, and she was worried about that because I just take my hobbies to the next level. I was racing Ironman triathlon that was putting in a lot of hours. I was traveling a lot, so she gave me the homebrew kit and said, you could have this, but you need to either clone yourself.
Take it easy.
Yeah, take it easy, clone yourself or drop a hobby. So what guy wants to drop a hobby? So I jokingly started kind of the name 2Tom's. So even like as a home brewer, I had an Untapped account. I'd label my bottles and beers, and you know, there's a really big craft beer scene kind of in Fort Wayne. So I'd go to bottle shares and other things and bring my beer. And you know, at first everybody's, oh, cute, you kind of made this in your garage or on your stove, but really kind of after people tasted it, they're like, you know, we chase big beers and this is like really, really good. So a year into it, more and more people, you need to kind of think of opening your own place, and I joked it off all the time. But after a while, traveling around, looking at the vibe, I just kind of fell in love with the craft beer scene and just said, you know, why not us? So started writing a business plan kind of about a year and a half into it, and kind of 3 years kind of into homebrewing, I'm opening up this place. So it truly is a hobby gone wild now.
Yeah. Awesome. Tell folks where we're located right now.
So we're located on North Wells Street, really close to the Fort Wayne Children's Zoo, close to the Glenbrook Mall, and also kind of, you know, the field house and other things like that. You know, on the north end of Wells Street, you're just right south of Coliseum, so it's pretty easy to get to. It's pretty unassuming on the outside. It looks like a little strip mall.
Yeah.
So once you get inside, everybody, as they're walking through the door for the first time, they kind of open their eyes up and really kind of, wow, this space really opens up.
This is an amazing space for sure.
Yeah.
It's a great looking spot.
All right, so here we go, folks. We have the flight out here that Tom has put together. Tom, let's start off with the first beer. What do we got?
Yeah, so the first beer is Collide. It is a Belgian Saison. Or farmhouse. You're going to get some cloves, some banana notes to it. It's got that true kind of Belgian flavor. Love this style. This is probably kind of my favorite style and go-to beer.
All right, let's give it a shot.
Cheers.
Easy drinking. We get a lot of people. We had like another version with rye in it. So a lot of people that are kind of on the fence of, you know, usually like a lager or something like that. This is a bit more approachable. We really take a culinary approach to our beer. I mean, as you see kind of with each of the styles and as we kind of go in those, you know, we're really trying to drive the flavors, drive the process to really kind of highlight everything in it. You know, we don't cut corners as far as ingredients go. You know, we put a lot of hops, we put a lot of fruit, we put a lot of flavors kind of within the beer. We buy top grains, but really even kind of just the craft itself and stuff. We really want that beer to kind of be the highlight. You know, many breweries all over the place and stuff. You know, some are brew pubs and other things. We do have food, and we have great food with our partner Full Circle. But we want the beer to kind of be the highlight.
Right on.
Very good.
All right, so Collide. What's our next one up?
So our next one up is Morning Yawnin'. Morning Yawnin' is basically a breakfast pastry style.
Okay.
We kind of created the style and looking at, you know, we want some cinnamon notes and other things. We worked with GK in town. Their cinnamon rolls are fabulous. So we actually put those cinnamon rolls in second. We had like 2 dozen of them. One of the cinnamon rolls didn't make it into the beer because I had to sample it.
Yeah, quality control is important.
Yeah, really wanted a lot of that coffee flavor, the cinnamon roll flavor kind of comes through. So this is kind of our stout. So you get that coffee, you get that cinnamon, all kind of in a great
nice combination there.
Yeah.
All right, so we got our Collide, we got our Morning Yawnin'. Number 3.
So number 3 is Petty. Petty is a New England IPA with Galaxy and Citra hops in it. Petty is part of our other Tom series, so everybody keeps asking who's the other Tom, who's the other Tom. So we've kind of had some fun with that. So we've had an Edison, we've had a Selleck, we've had a Petty, and today we're brewing Sawyer. We probably have a few others, and then we always have people coming in, have you thought of Tom Bosley, or have you thought of this Tom, or this Tom, or throw another Tom Glavine.
Right.
People even throw Tom Brady, which I said it would be like a sour IPA that's served flat.
Right. So this is usually the part of the video where I kind of check out a little bit, but I'm always willing to try this. So
this has an awesome smell before you taste it, by the way. The citrus really really comes through.
Okay, I got some high hopes for this. Okay. Yeah, no, I can do that. Yeah, I can do that. That's not bad at all. All right, so we got our Collide, our Morning Yawnin'. We got our Petty here, which is so funny to me. I have a friend we used to call Petty, so hey, Petty. All right, number 4, what do we got here?
So number 4 is kind of the Neapolitan sour. So we do a lot of sours here. We have blueberry one on. We have a key lime pie one that we got kind of getting ready to release. So this one, as you're drinking this, as with all of ours, I'd say get your nose down in it, smell it. After it's on your tongue, don't swallow it right away. Let it sit there, swallow it, exhale kind of through your nose, and you'll start to get all those flavors. Take a second sip and kind of enjoy that vanilla, that chocolate, and strawberry kind of come.
I already smell that chocolate right away.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah. It's so bizarre to taste Neapolitan in a beverage.
Yeah. And a lot of breweries have done a stout kind of version, which kind of could lend itself. You could kind of see some of those chocolate notes. So, like I said, this was one of the tougher ones to kind of get that all balanced through and have the right base of a sourness or tartness that you could still kind of feel that ice cream taste, but without it kind of be off-putting or anything like that.
Yeah. So if people want to reach out to you guys, if people want to connect, where are the places to do that at?
Probably the best places to connect is on our Facebook page or Instagram. Our Instagram's currently probably the most active, where we have a lot of people kind of reaching out, but also kind of Facebook. That's also where we announce kind of our releases. We put photos of us brewing in the back, new beers, when we're transferring beers kind of into barrels and other things like that. It's also where we announce parties, releases, other things like that. So that's the best way to connect, and I'm pretty quick to respond with messaging or kind of messaging kind of through Instagram as well.
Speaking of parties.
Yeah, I'm just going to ask you, speaking of events, is there anything else coming up?
Yeah, so we're coming up on our 1-year anniversary. It's going to be an anniversary luau. We're going to have some bands, we're going to have food trucks, other things. You go to kind of our website, you could get information on the tickets for that. There's going to be special glassware, special can releases, bottle releases that will only be available that day. So a lot of those things, we'll have a tent out back, reggae bands, other things like that. And then also a lot of other breweries that not from the area that people may like to, and I've asked them to bring their very best stuff. It's kind of festival-like, but not like taster-like, so you could get a full pour, a half pour of very special beers, one of a kind that maybe you can only get that day.
And that's coming up in what, July?
So that'll be July 20th. So it's a Saturday.
Okay.
It'll be, I believe, from 3 to 7. We'll have our tap room open as well, and then after at 7, we're going to have like an after party and music kind of in the tap room that's kind of open to all.
Well, after we had all of our 4 tastings here, Brock, what do you think? Which one is the one you're going to next?
For me, it's probably one of these 2 on the end. I really like the Petty, and I really like the unique flavor profile of the sour. So I thought these 2 were really standouts for me. I enjoyed all 4, but if I had to pick, I'm probably leaning towards the Petty first, Chris. What was your favorite of the 4 beers?
So again, I continue to be surprised by the breweries around here on the IPA side, because I'm usually like averted to anything IPA. I really enjoyed the Petty though. That was a very, very interesting flavor for me. I don't think I've ever had a New England style IPA before, so that was awesome. But I think that with the weather changing and things getting a little bit warmer outside and kind of my tastes, I'm gonna go with a Collide here, because I think this is a great, easy drinking beer. It's not too heavy, not too light, and it's something you can hang out with your buddies on, the patio or the boat and have a great time with. So that's my pick, the Collide.
All right, perfect.
Now, speaking of great beers, we're gonna do a little contest time here. What do we got here for you, Brock?
We got one of these bad boys. So this is the Crowler, and Tom's gonna be so kind to give one of these away. So Chris, what do we want the folks to do to win this Crowler?
Pretty simple, just like you guys normally do. I want you to make sure you like both of our pages. That's 2Tom's Brewing Company and also HHM. And we also want you to share the video and tag somebody who you're gonna share this Crowler with, and that's it.
Simple as that. For HHM TV, I'm Brock, he's Chris. We want to thank Tom for being with us today.
Tom, thanks again.
Thanks a lot. Yep.
Go find the great things in your community.
We'll see you next time.